Hi guys, so welcome back to class. In this lesson, we're going to talk about the third item in the sales funnel, which is the desire stage. We've gone over a few sections of the sales funnel, and we've tried to discuss and bring your attention to the first few things you have to do to be able to sell online. Now we are heading forward to um the third stage, which is the desire stage. So we've talked about the interest, and we've talked about the awareness stage. All of these stages we've explained. I've tried to paint a vivid picture of what you're expected to do in these stages, and now we are going all the way down to desire. So the stage three is called the desire stage, and at this stage, people are interested, but they aren't sure if they really want to buy your product. So your goal on this stage is to create a desire for your product or service and make them see the value in it. Now, just like I just mentioned, before you get to the desire stage, you must have marketed your product in a way that everybody who has come across your product now, first of all, know about it. Not only do they know about it, they've learned about it. It's one thing to bring your product to the knowledge of your potential customers, and then is a another different ball game to make them know about the product, its benefits, its features, and all of that. And now, when you come to the desire stage, this is where those customers now, not only do they know about your product, they now have desire for your product. Now, there are tactics you must employ to make this stage very effective. And one of these tactics is the use of case studies. Now, when you come to case studies, you try to paint a picture, you're trying to tell a story of of a scenario where your product solves a problem for someone. All right. I don't know if you've heard about case studies, but you need to use case studies. If you haven't heard about that, you need to make a few researches to know what case studies are. This is a stage where you paint a picture using storytelling. Storytelling is one of the most beautiful techniques that people employ in case studies. So because when you tell a story, it is easy to draw people in. But let's say, for example, for this marketing course, I could just decide to use a case study of a customer who was struggling with their product. So I could just come up with something like Peter was struggling. Okay, Peter who used to work in a bank, left his banking job to build his own business, and 3 months into his business, he was struggling to make sales. He goes from office to office trying to sell an ebook to people, maybe an ebook to transition from 9 to 5 into tech. And Peter kept struggling with this product. He couldn't sell even a single product. Peter was at the point of giving up when he saw adverts about this sales and marketing course, and Peter gave 3 hours of his week for 4 weeks into you see how I'm breaking it down. 3 hours, making it look like it's not too much work to do. So it's just a case study. What I'm trying to sell here is to let you know that the course you're coming to buy um, is not difficult to learn. It doesn't consume all of your time. In one day, you have 24 hours. In 2 days, you have 48. So you should know 24 times 7 how many hours you have in one week. And then we are telling you that Peter invested just 3 hours of his week into this course for 4 weeks. And after his training, in the first week, Peter made $2,000, which took his business from the point of zero sales to making $2,000 per month. Now, this is a case study that I've painted for you with storytelling. And now, what this thing does that it puts your customer in that frame. Your customer begin to imagine themselves in the shoe of Peter. They imagine themselves as Peter. And if you're using a case study, you must ensure you're touching the pain points. Now, what was the pain point I was able to touch in this illustration? I touched the pain point one. Peter was struggling to sell, meaning since he does not have a job. Remember, he quit his banking job, and now he doesn't have a job anymore. He's struggling to sell, meaning there is no money coming into him. If I have if there are people, and I believe you taking this course, you're taking this course because you're struggling to sell, and you're not ashamed about it. All right, you're taking this course because you're finding it difficult to market your products. Now, it is a pain point because I have touched what is likely happening to you. That is what you do with case studies. Paint pictures through storytelling that touches your customers' current struggle. Um, Lead them through the struggle stage to the point where they discover the hero. What is the hero? Your product. All right, but it has to begin. It has to be factual. It has to be realistic. You have to work with numbers, right? So when they go from that, the stage of pain to discovery, and then to the solution, the problem being solved for them, you've successfully walked your customer through the journey of using your products. That is why you need case studies to increase the desire. So when they can put themselves, when they can fit themselves in the shoe of the character you use in your case study, your storytelling case study, you are able to make them visualize the end. People want to know how it ends for them. If you're selling a product that helps people lose weight, you talk about Aisha that was struggling to fit into clothes. She was shy to go to parties because she thought she was overweight. Society has raised up so much standard that Aisha goes out and people look at her in some certain way as if she's unhealthy, of not knowing that people could actually have that weight and still be healthy. Now this is what Aisha struggled with over and over and over again, until Aisha came to a seminar where you were speaking, and then while speaking you talked about the product and what the product can do for you. Aisha got the product, started working on it. Aisha was lazy. At some point, she couldn't follow the routine written in your, let's say it's a weight loss ebook. She couldn't follow all of the routine. And you're making it factual, because at the end of the day, a lot of people in real life who want to lose weight have that issue of being disciplined. So you can capture what happens in real life, but at the end of the day, still walk people down to the point where Aisha started taking her workout or routines or prescriptions in the ebook, started taking it seriously, and then she lost, you can say she lost so and so pounds of weight. you know let there be a story, let it be relatable, let people be able to put themselves in the shoe of your character, and let your product become the hero at the end of the day. That is what you do in case study. That is how you increase desire. Now let's go down to testimonials. What is testimonials? Now remember, just in case you bought this course through one of the adverts we published on social media, you would remember I took you to a landing page where you saw what people who I have trained in marketing were saying about the product, right? Now you saw that people who got trained in marketing, a lot of them are making over 1 million in sales monthly. You could see all of that, what they feel, where they went, what, in their own words, where they went from to where they are now, right? That is what you call testimonials. In testimonials, you publish what your customers are saying about the product or service. We just, so you're still in line. Remember, we began from awareness, where you run adverts, make social media posts, bloggings, YouTube videos. Then we got to the stage of interest, where you use lead magnets to generate leads. Right now, remember, you now have the attention of these people. You've gotten them. That is why there is a place for um testimonials, because you've gotten their interest, you've nurtured them, you've given them information about the product, probably through a WhatsApp group, or you collected their emails and added them to your newsletter. Now you're sending them emails to tell them about your product, to teach them, to nurture them. In the process of nurturing them, you've captured their interest. Now this is where you increase their desire. So with testimonials, you talk about you present what your product or service has been able to help other people achieve from the mouth of those people. That is what testimonials is. Testimonials does not come from you, it's come from the mouth of the people you've helped achieve similar results. Okay, so the next on the list is social proof. Now, social proof and testimonials, can be mistaken. They both appear to be the same, but definitely different. So I'm going to explain the differences between social proof and testimonials, and how they can be applied in a real life marketing scenario. So what's social proof? Social proof is just people, it's a psychological strategy in marketing where people rely on other people's actions to make their decision. And one of the most popular ways to carry out social proof is through customer review, right? Other people come to, let's say for example, if you're an online shopper, you buy things from companies like Amazon, from Etsy, um, you know, from Jumia, or some of these Alibaba, some of these most popular online e-commerce platforms. You would notice that one of the things that make you buy a product is the reviews on that product, or the number of ratings, number of stars the seller of that product has. That is one of the things that normally make you buy um, things from that particular shop or from that store. Now, this is a psychological strategy in marketing. If you notice, some of the biggest brands use reviews, right? It is very psychological. It does something to your mind. You are influenced to do something because other people have done that thing. It could be celebrities buying from that company and then saying they bought from that company. It's a marketing strategy. You could have people buy from you and then announce that they've bought from you, right? Announce and say good things from about you. That's a social proof. The social proof in it is because it's the action they take that makes it a social proof. Meaning people take actions on your product before because other people has done so. So their actions are influenced by what other people have done. Meanwhile, testimonials are just merely endorsements from people. You see the difference now? Testimonials are endorsements. You could copy these endorsements and paste them on your website, on your page, or when you're publishing your sales copy. Endorsements. People are saying they bought this product and this is what it did for them. They are saying it themselves, and that is endorsement. Social proof is when people take action because of what other people are saying about the product. So how you can implement this is by using reviews, ratings, and then asking people, influential people, you know, to write about your product and say good things about it. That is social proofing. Now let me bring you up to speed with some real life social proof scenarios, right? I've put some things down for you. Now let's take an example. Um, I'm going to use a digital marketing service. So if you're someone who does digital marketing services for people, I've crafted an example where you can also use this example and just spin it around for your own product. So now for social proof, a digital marketing service displaying client logos on their website, showcasing companies they've worked with. This implies trust and credibility, meaning if they've been able to work with this much companies, it means that they are trusted. I know you must have visited some websites. While you scroll down the website, you're seeing logos of some very big brands that MTN, Samsung, Amazon, Upwork, Fiverr. Now you're seeing that these people have actually worked with some of these big brands. It's a form of it's a way to improve your credibility, right? Even as a freelancer, if you're a freelancer and you've worked with some of the very big brands, it somehow tells people that this guy is a big shot. He's working with some of these big brands, meaning he's credible, he can be trusted. That is what social proof does for you, right? And it suggests that these well-known brands trust the services of this person or trust this product. Now when you talk about testimonials, now you can picture a section on that same website that has quotes from individual clients like digital marketing strategies Mr. A gave me kind of boosted our online presence significantly. Great job, right? I'm sure you would have seen comments like that when you come to a website. You see someone saying, when I worked with Daniel, Daniel is a great guy. Daniel was able to, deliver on the job. And after Daniel helped us run ads, we were able to make 1,000 sales from that ad. That is testimonials. Okay. And now we are going to do a very practical um, testimonial task on this course, so you know how testimonials work, right? Now in the next slide you're going to see an assignment. It's a task. That task is going to have you draft a testimonial which you're going to publish. Now we'll see the effect of that testimonial from your end. Like we promised earlier in the beginning of this course, it is going to be practical, and some of the examples, and some of the exercises you're going to be doing would have direct, immediate impact on you and your product, right? So The next slide is going to have you the next lesson, I mean, is going to have you delivering a task on social proofing and testimonials, as well as case study. Okay, so you begin to get used to how these things work and how you can include it in your product, right? So see you in the next lesson.